Today we're out here in Siena Hills. This community is called The Ridge. It's located in Buckeye, Arizona, and we're checking out these two stunning models. That first one's going to be 2,300 square feet, and our next big boy right here is going to be 3,200 square feet. And not to mention, let's check out the view. Are you kidding me? This is one of my favorite communities, and I think you guys are going to love this. Let's go ahead and get started with our first home. Starting with our first home, this home is the Juniper floor plan. It's 4-bed, 3.5 bath with a flex space. Has an oversized garage. It's 2,600 square feet and some change. So right when you walk in, you have this super grand entrance, which I absolutely love. They did like the coffered ceilings here, which is really pretty, and just plenty of space to walk through here and not be like immediately in the living space. I know a lot of my clients love that. On the right hand side, we're gonna have our first 2 bedrooms. So these are pretty decent sized. This one is shown as an office, but you could easily fit a queen in here without any issues. And then you have a walk-in closet, which is nice. I like how this has kind of like a tucked away little spot, so you could put your bed here, dresser, TV on that side, and still have space. And then this one has a Jack and Jill bathroom. So it has the double sinks here and a toilet shower tub combo over on the right-hand side. Then from the Jack and Jill portion, you're gonna enter into your second bedroom. Again, this is a really great size. This is a queen bed with 2 nightstands here. You could probably get away with a skinny dresser maybe right there, or removing the chair and doing a skinny dresser along here. Then you're gonna have a walk-in closet in this one as well. Great size. I love how they have the multiple shelves just for storage purposes. And then you have a storage closet, linen, perfect. Again, I'm anti-coat closet, all about the storage closets for sure. Coming down the hall a little bit further, now we have our flex space. This is massive. You could use this as a guest bedroom. I had a lot of clients who have done, instead of this kind of like chase situation, they'll do a pull-out couch. So it's like a hangout space, but also when you do have guests come over, you can use the pull-out couch and utilize the space the best you can. And then this one does have it with the doors, which is nice. Some of the spec homes that may be available at the time you guys are watching this video may have them, may not have them, but again, you can always add them in the future. Left-hand side, we're gonna have our 2-car oversized entry, and then it has a tankless hot water heater. You also have Wi-Fi capability on there. And then coming in a little bit further, we have our laundry room. Actually, they don't even have the laundry space in here. So this is just a dedicated dog space. I'm guessing if you opt to not have the oversized garage, you can have this either a part of the garage or not part of the garage. Super cute though, if you want to utilize this for extra storage. Across from there is our half bath, great for guests. So again, just a quick little overview. Front door, 2 front bedrooms, Jack and Jill bathroom, storage closet, flex space, half bath. We were just in the 2-car garage space. And then you enter into this super, super pretty kitchen, dining, family room space. Great amount of cabinet space, massive island. You could probably even put a 5th chair here if I'm being honest. Really good size. They did stainless steel appliances. They didn't do the gourmet kitchen in here. So it's a really good example of what it could look like. So you have the microwave up top. This is an electric community. So here is that. And then you have your fridge space. You could do a little coffee bar on this side. They have it on the other side. Plenty of pantry space. Dang, that's a big pantry. Plenty of storage in here for you guys if you enjoy cooking. And then I also like how this is just really connected to the dining and living space. So if people are over, you're all hanging out, it's nice that it's all in one area so you guys can still feel a part of it, especially if mom's cooking or whatnot. It's nice to have it be all in one space. Here is your living room, great size living room. They have tons of seating here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seats essentially. And honestly, you could do a bigger sectional and make it even more space. Dining space over here, we have a 6-seater, probably get away with an 8-seater here. Definitely would have to be like a rectangular shape. Across from the kitchen, we have our actual laundry room. Good sized laundry room. They've utilized it in such a good way with having it on both sides. So you can see here that they upgraded the sinks, all the cabinet over here, not sinks, just one sink, but you get my point. They have the washer dryer and even more storage and more storage up there. Across from there is going to be your now 3rd bedroom. So pretty good size on this too. This one's nice because it does have its own bathroom attached. And then here is the walk-in closet. So still has all the same features as the other bedrooms, but this one actually has its own bathroom, which is super nice. Little bit tighter, slightly tighter. Probably could still get away with a little dresser here or tucking the bed into a corner versus having it in the center of the room. Going back down, now we are in our kitchen space again. One of the things I want to note is that they do have fire sprinklers. That is mandatory in this community. You are literally up on a mountain, so it's just for safety purposes. We'll check out the backyard here in just a second. Let's look at the primary. Amazing size primary, nothing to complain about. Plenty of space. You have a chair, dresser area, nice lighting in here, just the 2 windows. Coming down here, we have our bathroom space. So it looks like another closet here for storage, walk-in shower. I love this big window that kind of like lets in a lot of natural light. And then down a little bit more, we have our toilet space and our massive walk-in closet. Again, tons of storage in this house. You also are gonna have spray foam insulation. Not sure if you guys can see that, but that's gonna keep your electricity bills down, which is amazing. And then I also saw on this house, they have like a guarantee for the electricity and it's $266 a month. So it's not supposed to ever get past that, which is great. Let's check out the backyard. This is a single story. Their lots are gonna be a little bit smaller here. Also, it's just gonna depend on what lot you have, of course. So pretty good size. You could still add a pool in here if you wanted to. This one has open fencing. If you guys like this kind of fencing, it's not just a model home thing. They do have lots available like that, which is nice, especially when you have the view that you have at this community. I love the nice long patio space as well. Pretty house. So for this exact home, the floor plan starts at $575. They do not have any specs available, but what's really cool and different, and I have not seen it at all, is they are offering the interest rate deals on an actual new build. So right now they have a 4.5 on an FHA, and then they have a 4.99 on a conventional. That's a new build. Granted, there are some limitations when it comes to these. If you guys are ever curious on what those are, this one specifically is a little bit higher credit scores, a certain percentage down, things like that. And that's specific for new builds. Doesn't mean it's going to be the scenario for every single community. So you guys can always ask, and I would definitely give you guys any information that you need. But then they also do have 2 other smaller floor plans if you don't need such a big home. And they actually have a whole different collection that I've featured on this channel about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I will tag that at the very end of this video so you guys can learn a little bit more about the community and what you can expect there. But they do have 2 floor plans on this collection. This is going to be their Arbor collection. It's going to be the Cypress floor plan. That one's right around 2,000 square feet with 3 bedrooms and a 3-car garage. And then they also have another home. That one's going to be 2,333 square feet, 3 bedrooms with a flex space and a 2-car garage. That one starts at $560. The other one, the Cypress, which is the smaller floor plan, starts at $545, but they do have 2 spec homes available with that medium-sized plan. They have one for $675, and then they have one for $620. The one for $620, I mentioned it on the video from before at the smaller collection, but that one does allow you to, they've actually already started the build, so it's probably already about 3 months in. They probably already have drywall up and things along those lines, but they haven't picked the actual design option. So you'll be able to go in and pick the designs that you wanted to pick, but maybe you don't have the 6 months to do a dirt build. That would be a perfect opportunity for you, and that's why it's at that price point of $620 versus $675 for the same exact floor plan. The $621 hasn't had options, so it's going to increase in price. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys, but again, if you ever have questions, you guys can let me know. That is for the floor plan for the 2,333 square foot home. We're gonna go see our next house. This one is going to be a big house. So if you need a big house, this one is perfect for you. 3,232 square feet. It is starting at $629,900. Again, those interest rate deals that I talked about, that is an option as well. If you don't want to do the interest rate deal, or let's say you don't qualify for it based off of the different restrictions and credit scores and all that stuff, they're also offering 50% off of lot premiums, which is crazy because some of these lot premiums are insane. A lot premium with a mountain view is $200,000. Like easy, right? So if we're talking about half off, that's a pretty great deal. Also, one more thing before we go and tour that next home, this is going to be a really beautiful community in regards to having some amenities available. So they do have a community pool, which is great. Fitness center. They have multiple hiking trails in here with easy access. So if you enjoy biking, hiking, things along those lines, this is really going to be a stunning community. I'm sure you guys have already seen the drone videos at this point. It is one of my favorite neighborhoods just based off of views because it's really hard to get such an amazing view and you're literally on the mountain, which I absolutely love again. But you're also going to have a community center here. I don't think I mentioned that yet. And you can rent that out for parties and things along those lines. All of that for only $110 a month. I have less than that and my HOA is more expensive. So I think it's a pretty good deal overall, but let's go ahead and head to that next house. Okay, second home here, just to reiterate, this is the Cottonwood floor plan. It is 3,223 square feet, 3-car tandem, 4 to 5 bedrooms, depending on how you want to do it. But I love this little patio space. And I believe this one has a balcony. We'll have to see when we get up there. I can't remember. Also, huge pro, and again, why energy efficiency is so important here in Arizona. $305 a month for your energy bills on a 3,200 square foot home. That's a smoking deal. And again, why energy efficiency is so important. And the spray foam helps a ton. So when you walk in, you have this really pretty entry space. Nice flex space. You guys could close this off if you want. You can use it as an office, dining space, whatever works best for you and your family. Immediately, right when you walk in, you have entry into the stairs. You have a nice entry space as well for a table like this, kind of a drop-off situation. On the left-hand side, we have our closet and half bath. Great size half bath. Let's see what's in here. So this is just going to be your linen closet. Across from there, you're going to have your under the stairs storage. Great for Christmas trees, children, you get the point. And then you enter into your dining, kitchen, living space. Really pretty. I love this big door right here. I have something similar at my house and I've just been soaking up all the beautiful Arizona weather that we have been having recently. This is plenty of space to do a massive sectional, add additional seating if you would like. Here is our kitchen space again. Great amount of cabinets. They did do the gourmet setup here. So you have your cooktop right here, built-in microwave, oven, nice fridge, same setup, little coffee bar space. This one's nice because it does have that butler's pantry, which I love and a lot of my clients love. So you have all of this space to do whatever. You could do a bar, you could do a catch-all space, you could do extra storage for all the extra pots and pans and blenders and all of that. This I actually can't go into it, but it is the garage space. Here is your pantry, lots of extra shelving, and they also have it kind of like a coat space. I don't know about that, but I would probably just take that off and do like all my broom, my vacuum cleaner, my mop, my other mop. If you guys are like that, let me know in the comments down below, but I definitely have all the fancy things for cleaning. Here is the dining space kind of tucked into the corner, but still a part of the flow of the house, which I love. Really like this cabinet color. What do you guys think? I don't know that I would necessarily go for it because I'm not that risky, but very, very pretty. And this one's nice because it does have a bedroom downstairs. So this is just a junior suite. This is not the primary bedroom, but great size. This looks like a king bed, and then it has that bathroom attached, walk-in shower, and then also has a closet, which is a great size, plenty of space all the way back here. Let's go ahead and head upstairs so you guys can see what that looks like. Okay, now we're upstairs and you are entering into this massive loft space. I love how they kind of put this couch right in the middle and just have a big TV. This would be like such a fun movie space and just a hangout space for kids. And then of course, check out the stunning view. We actually have some clouds out. It's been raining, I know. Arizona doesn't rain much, but when we do, it's just so nice to kind of get that cool weather. I'm super excited for the nice weather that we're about to start having now. Here is our primary bedroom. So right off the loft, this is that space. And then coming down here, we have our bathroom. So double sinks, tons of storage here, which is super important. This one does have it with the super shower. I love the way that this looks, and it has like its little dry off zone. What do you guys think about the super shower? Do you think it's a waste of space? Would you rather have a smaller shower, more storage? Would you rather have a bathtub? You guys let me know. And then you also have your toilet space here, more storage. This is like a walk-in linen closet. You can really get in there. Here is your actual closet. Wow. Obviously this is showing that you could definitely put a little island in here. I love how they have the built-in shelves, additional storage all around. And of course, you don't have to even keep this. You could do a really pretty custom closet in here with this little island setup. It's making me feel like you might need a custom closet in here. So let's go check out the rest of the bedrooms. So again, we're back in the loft space. On the left-hand side, we have our laundry room, which is upstairs. I love how it's super deep over here. So you can, of course, add additional cabinets if you want. And then here's another cabinet here. All of these cabinets. Coming down the hall a little bit further, they did 8-foot doors here. They also have the black fixtures, which is a really nice upgrade. More storage, very important when you're buying a 3,200 square foot home, you wanna have plenty of space. And then I believe every bedroom so far has had a walk-in closet. I think this is our 3rd bedroom. So right here will be our 4th bedroom. So that flex space, I believe you can opt in the very front of the home, can do another bedroom downstairs. So that would be really nice. And then bathroom. Very, very pretty house. What do you guys think? Does it feel like 3,000 square feet? I don't know. I like how they have really big living spaces and they don't waste a bunch of space in the bedrooms, but the bedrooms are still a good size. Also, before I let you guys go, I wanted to show you the backyard on this one. It's a little bit bigger because you're gonna have that 2-story, right? So you're gonna have plenty of space back here for a beautiful, stunning, actually, pool. And they did do the extended patio down here. So not only do you have this right off of that 3-door slider, you have tons of space down here, and then you also have tons of space behind me. I love the view fencing. Let me know what you guys think about view fencing. I think it's really pretty. It just depends on where I am, right? Like if I'm gonna be directly behind another house where they can see into my backyard, not a super big fan. But if it's like backing a park or something along those lines, I actually don't mind it at all. But it is one of the most prettiest communities, guys, and it's raining right now and I'm not even complaining because thank you, please keep raining. I know all my Washington people and people that actually have weather where they live are probably like, no, don't say give me the rain. No, absolutely not, especially you guys are entering into that winter season. I know you do not want that, but like, are you kidding me? Who wouldn't want to live where you have mountain views? I don't get it. And if this price point, so this one's, you know, closer to the 700s, the other floor plans are kind of near that 600 mark, but the other community is gonna be closer. So again, I'm going to tag that video at the very end so you guys can go watch that. I talk a lot about the community and what you guys can expect if you decide to live in this area. This is Siena Hills, and again, stunning community. I would absolutely live here, and it's called The Ridge. the ridge at Siena Hills. But that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, pretty please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps out my channel. And don't forget to subscribe. I post videos every Monday at 5 p.m. Arizona time. And if you've been thinking about making the move and you want to learn more, I do sit down with all of my clients and do a Zoom call. These Zoom calls typically, I know it sounds like a lot, but they're typically about an hour long, sometimes even longer, depending on how many questions you guys have. But a lot of my clients find it very helpful because we go super in depth of not only the buying process, but the locations. And I feel like when you're relocating, the locations, and I'm sure why you're doing a lot of this research, is one of the most important spots. We don't want you guys to be moving to an area that you don't absolutely love. So we go really, really far into detail on that. Like, what do you guys like doing for fun? Do you like hiking? Do you like being a certain distance away from shopping? All of that stuff is super important when we're talking about location. So if you guys have any questions, my number and email are popping up. I would love to set up that Zoom call with you guys and get you guys ready for either your end of year or, I can't believe I'm even saying this, your 2026 move. So if you guys have questions, again, let me know. But until next time, bye.